In just a few days, it'll be July 4th, a day I'm expected to celebrate, especially since I'm a combat veteran. That since I serve my country, I should always honor that country, regardless of its actions and if it's deserving of that honor. I have a 5-year-old little boy. I love him to death and would do anything for him. This is why I correct him when I see something I don't like in his behavior, whether it be selfish, rude, obnoxious, or overly pouty. If you were a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You love your kid, so you want them to succeed. You don't have the inherent tool, or rather, they don't have the inherent tools to succeed, so they need to be led along the way. Why is honoring my country any different? Why is it so unreasonable to think that because I have harsh words for my country, I don't love it? If you raise a kid to think they can do no wrong, they will grow up thinking they can do no wrong. I'm sure we've all dealt with this type of arrogance in some part of your lives. It is never fun and always intensely frustrating. So why would we want this for our country? Those who feel that our country is good the way it is and needs no encouragement to be better are doing us all a disservice. Anyone who says, if you don't like the country, then you can leave, is a terrible American. You don't agree? Let's put this into the perspective of a child instead of a country. If I don't love my child's behavior, then I should just leave them and let them find other parents. Sounds pretty flagrantly stupid, huh? That's what it sounds to me anytime someone tells me, or someone I know, to just leave. They don't love this country. And how undemocratic can you be? America, right or wrong, was built upon dissension and different views. Perhaps not a diversity of views, since it was just white men but still built upon different views, culminating to acceptable legislation. Why are people so afraid of a difference of opinion? Often I see Republicans say they can't be friends with liberals, Democrats saying the same thing about Republicans. If you can't be friends with someone you disagree with, grow the hell up. You don't need to agree with someone politically to engage in conversation and enjoy their fellowship and collective humanity. So again, just a few days, it'll be July 4th. I see a country that locks children up in cages while simultaneously says, praise be to God. I see a country that bombs poor black and brown people in different countries in order to steal their natural resources, then calls them asshole countries. Though we made the asshole in the first place. A country that says all men are created equal while having two sets of judiciary rules for white people and people of color. Because of this, I cannot honor the 4th of July. Because of this, I cannot take pride in this country. I fought in multiple war zones, one for a humanitarian mission, one during active war. I've served my country more than most people ever try. I, I've run for political office, and I am again, local school board, Utah Granite District 6, because my country is my country is called upon me again. I believe this country can be great, but pretending that it is done with the stock market and not living wages, a bit absurd. To assume that massively increased production, but 82% of new income goes to the top 1% is good for this country is absurd. To assume that a bank that profits off war, profits off wealth and income inequality, that profits off racial redlining is a good source of campaign donations, think Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, is absurd. Yet liberals think the Democratic Party is the bastion of human rights. Their donors don't think so, or at least they don't act in a manner congruent with this idea. Why is it even necessary to have this conversation? Why is it even necessary to tell grown adults that fighting for a better future is not me hating on my country, but me loving my country enough to push it to greatness? Much like with my son. Why do people feel the need to watch and listen to CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, The Blaze, hear their propaganda, and need to believe it without challenge? How does lack of critical thinking make your life better?